What's up, you guys? It's Zamara, and today I bring you one of those videos in which I go really deep with personal stuff, and I have to thank a Twitter trend for this. It's called hashtag talking about it. Um, and I'm really glad that it's trending because I feel like in the last couple of years, this type of thing has gotten so much attention by the media and social networks and all that. And I feel like we are moving in the right direction when it comes to this, in making people aware and just educating people about what it's like to experience this, and if you're already experiencing it, what kind of stuff you can do to help yourself. Well, for me, anybody who knows me very well and personally, and now I'm going to share it with you guys, I'm someone who experiences lots of anxiety constantly, and obviously, to some extent, I have a certain degree of depression. And let me see, the year 2011, so 5 years ago, I was referred by my guidance counselor to see somebody, get medical assistance when it came to this, because it would be that every week I would have a day in which I would just break down in school. And pretty much every day I felt this feeling of being really empty and being completely useless, and just feelings that are abnormal to feel as a person who's just living and breathing and supposed to be making it through life. However, I decided to not proceed with my guidance counselor's recommendation, I guess I should call it. And the reason for that was that I personally didn't want to have the pressure of, oh, I have to see a doctor. Oh, I gotta get myself drugged. And while on the topic of drugs, I have been a person who, ever since I was a kid, I have never responded well to medication. Even the simple stuff that doctors would prescribe for, like colds or flu or anything like that. I just physically, I wouldn't feel very well. Like my stomach would just reject it, and then there came a point in which my mom would get those medicines that were prescribed by the medic, and I would pretend that I had them. But what I would really do is either dump them down the drain or toss them. Occasionally, just to make it look like I'm being consistent. The only times I would take them is if she was watching me. And I never really told her that I had those physical reactions to it, because I feared that she would either not believe me or think that I was trying to come up with an excuse for not take the medicine. Additionally, I was just afraid of just telling her in general that I was feeling bad, because I felt like I was going to get in trouble for it. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and just let whatever symptoms I had just sort of go away on their own. And to this day, I don't go to the doctor. Recently, I did go because I was having a situation that left me severely dehydrated, and thus I had to be rehydrated through intravenous. But anyways, back to the struggles. For me, I can talk about it now because I have accepted that it's something that's happening to me, and it's also happening to a whole lot more people. And even though I just don't casually start a conversation about anxiety and depression in my daily basis, there are times in which I wish that I could speak more about it and to the right person. Because unfortunately, not everybody has the same degree of tolerance, and some people just don't know how to handle this conversation. It makes them uncomfortable. It makes them feel like they, since you are telling them, they are responsible for your well-being from that point on. And that's not true at all. Like, for instance, when I was still in school, I would converse with a few of my teachers, and I had to omit part of my stories because legally, if they know that I am in peril or that my safety is, you know, in danger, they have to do something about it. And I didn't want for that to happen. I didn't want to get anybody involved because I had a certain degree of control of the situation. So I said, I do not want to bring stuff like doctors and stuff into my life, into my home, into my personal life, because then it's 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 shocking. And I also didn't want to give my mother any more problems than she already had. Um, and of course, that's a very common mistake to make. But I'm just this way. I don't like to be bothering anybody. And even if that's their job, you know, I just didn't want to be involved in the medical business too, because my their ability to assist me was going to run out at some point because I would be turning 18 soon enough. And after that, I'm supposed to be responsible for my own medical care and stuff like that. And let's face it, I don't have any money. And I did not want to put a financial burden on myself at such a young age. And additionally, my experiences with my like issues, personal issues, I've always known what the solution is, and my solution is what I'm doing right now with this video, talking about it. And the way talking about it helps is that when you think that you have no course in life, and when you think that there are no more options for you, someone who is experienced in life can help you find your path and get back on track. That's always what I need. But my mistake has to be that I can open up to the right person, but at other times, that right person I just don't want to address anymore because it's persistent. I need a lot of help and very often, and I know that this person has stuff to do, so I cannot be occupying them. So that's when I get back to my stages where I have like a downfall until I can find someone else again who helps me pick me back up. And most people are independent. You can get your stuff done on your own. You know what to do. You're just motivated, self-motivated. You, whether it is at school, at work, going out for a good position or whatever, that's just in you to go out there and get it. For me, I'm flat out scared of proceeding or just doing stuff in general because I'm like, wow, it's a lot of things to do. I've never done this before. I'm not sure how to put this together. And, and everybody is so busy with their lives. And then we feel like because we cannot keep up with the rest of society who just knows their game, we feel like we're just a burden to people. And that's a horrible feeling. So I will be addressing this more often in my channel because I've come a long way with my situation, and I would like to tackle it from different angles, but for right now I just wanted to express my excitement and how happy I am that trends like this are taking place more often and that people are having such a good interaction and respecting the issues, and I also would like to contribute to it. a lot of people like me and admire me and look up to me, and I'm like, hey, just want you to know that I'm one of those folks who sometimes cries herself to sleep, and that at other times, um, when plans are being made, or that I just need, if I seek confirmation, it's because I always think anything can happen. Just, you don't want to assume the worst, but you feel it. It's like you can't help but be like, oh, the worst can happen, so let me prepare for that. And all right, you guys, I will wrap this up at this point. I shall gather more of these points and throw them together to, address them piece by piece. I want to address what it means for your loved ones to be dealing with you, your friends, your profession, being in school, and yeah, hopefully this someone might see this and this might help somebody, or I may serve as their voice, because some of this stuff is hard to express. The only reason I can say it now is because I've been dealing with this since 2009 or late 2008. Sounds more like it. So I'm a veteran with this thing, and now I'm just ready to keep dominating it and, if possible, overcome it for good. Of course, while staying away from the stuff that may affect me further, which would be medication. I've never tried it, and sincerely, I'm scared to try it. And I don't care to try it only because I have experienced being well and happy on my own. And now I just want to get to that stage to where I have control of that again. And thus continue, prospering in life. All right, you guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will be returning with merrier videos in the super near future, so look forward to that. All right, hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.